Alright, let's start. So we are the group 2 students of FSM 1202, and in this video we're gonna be discuss the Taekwondo. So the learning objectives is that you will be able to learn the history of Taekwondo, including the simple command, and you will be gaining knowledge about the rules and mechanics, and lastly you will able to learn the different basic skills and the proper execution of the skills along the application. So let's begin our discussion through asking you, what is Taekwondo? Alright, good point. So Taekwondo, known as separated words such as Tai, Kwon, and Do. And Taekwondo is the art of self-defense technique. It is a combative sports where it can be also an exercise, and these are originated in Korea. And going back to the word Taekwondo, Tai stands for the word foot, and Kwon stands for the word hand, and lastly the word Do, that means it is an art. These are according to the encyclopedia. So heading on to the history, Taekwondo was formed during 1955 and founded by Grandmaster Choi Hong-hee, and he was the Major General in the South Korean Army, and these are rooted on the Three Kingdoms period of Korea, in which the kingdom of Goryeo, Baekje, and Silla, those kingdoms were at war to each other for the union of Korea. And the earliest form of the style was known as subak, in which all soldiers were to take up during their training. These are according to Morris 1994. And also there is a word from where Taekwondo have been based, and these are called a Taekyun. Now, knowing the history, the Korean become obsessed with these martial arts that most schools are even required to teach it, just simply because it is already become a part of their culture and lifestyle. Now let's head on to the basic rules of Taekwondo. So in Taekwondo, it has 3 rounds, wherein every round is consisted a 2 minutes long, and of course there is a 1 minute rest between every rounds. So kicks are also allowed to land on the opponent's torso or head, but punching is not allowed to land to the face, only to the body. So next is, if the score have discount by the judges or referee, coaches and player can protest to double check it from through replaying the video. And the next rules is that when a player got knocked out to the ground, the referee will begin to count a 10 seconds. Then the aim of Taekwondo, in order to win the game, is for you to land many kicks and blows, as many as possible within the given time. And if the points is a tie, then this depends on the referee to decide who's the most willing to attack. And when there is an exemption during the final competition, wherein they will be giving another extra round called sudden death. Now, if in that round they're still not getting score, then the referee are the one who will decide who will be the winner. So what are the things that you should not do in Taekwondo? So the first one is grabbing, second one holding, the other one is pushing, and also stepping over the boundary line or pulling the opponent to the ground. So why these are not allowed? So remember, Taekwondo is a striking martial arts, so you don't have to do those I've mentioned. And also lastly, what you should not is turning your back to the opponent. Why? Because it is kind of a disrespecting your opponent. So now, let's move on to the basic command of Taekwondo. So, the first one is attention, known as Keryo. The second one is bow, known as Kyungnei. And ready, these are called as Junbi. And the next is begin, called as Sijak. And the lastly is Yell. This will where you will do when you are doing the skills in the last count, and these are called as Kiap. Then next is the basic skills for blocking. So those basic skills are such: low block, high block, inward block, outward block, and knife hand block. And we are about to demonstrate how those blocks are done, and you have to watch and observe. Alright, since you're done watching the video for the block, then let's now move on to the hand strike. So there are I picked some basic 5 basics for hand strike. So the first one is mid punch, low punch, high punch, hook punch, and uppercut punch. So same as blocking, we are about to show you some video demonstration on how to perform these skills, and I want you to observe because later you will about to do this as well. And now we will show you the advanced punching. And lastly, for the basic skills, these basic skills are about kicks. So I pick for basic skill for kicks, and the first one is front kick, or known as snap kick, and the second one is roundhouse kick, and the third one is in and out kick, and the last one is side kick. So same as what you have watched earlier. We will show you the video demonstration on how these skills perform. All right, since the video is done, so now I want you guys to group yourselves into five, and I'll be giving you 30 minutes to practice those skills. And when you are practicing, you have to formulate a pattern, whether you like to do the hand strike first, or either block or kicks, or also a combination of those, but depends upon on your group decisions. And after the 30 minutes, you will about to demonstrate what have you practiced. Since every one of you are done performing, so before you leave, I will give you a homework task. So the first one is identify what pomsei is. The second one is study and observe the pomsei from 1 until 4. Then I want you guys to take a good rest, because in the next meeting you will be apply what we have accomplished today through pomsei. So have a good day. Thank you.